What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Claru.
And this is Arcane. That's right. Season 2, Episode 4. We're in Act 2. And we're almost on time this time. Can you believe that? At least for patrons. It'll be up in a few days on YouTube.
Yeah.
This one's called Paint the Town Blue.
Oh, no.
Which is probably meaning blue as in sadness. Like Inside Out. Because these people are all sad. I
was like, actually, the town got painted like several different colors. So.
Yeah, no, I think it's about the allegory of sadness as a color. So you ready for that?
Sure.
Let's do it. If you want that full-length reaction, go to patreon.com/nerdynightly. But if you don't, stay here. Because you're already here, and this video is about to begin.
Paint the town blue, writes on the ground new.
Oh. There's the name of the episode.
We found it.
Yep, figured it out. Oh, right, because the Piltover people are blue outfits.
Right.
And they're terrorizing the poor. I hope they're all very proud. Yeah, Caitlin's not okay.
No. She's having a bad day, week, month, year.
Sick.
All right.
They were like, well, it's Jinx's hair color, so we got to rally around it.
It's thematically appropriate.
Well, but it's weird because it's the color of the cobs in this world.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. Caitlin also has blue hair. But it's blue hair on both sides.
That is true.
I keep thinking it's Vi and Jinx, but it's not really anymore. Like, Vi is sort of I was about to say a backpack on Caitlin's story, but that's not what I mean. It's not wrong. It's just not what I meant to say.
All right.
You know, sort of like how I'm your backpack. Just riding your coattails through all this shit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think the audience will agree. I am the backpack in this relationship.
No.
Look out for yourself! I know you don't read the comments, so you don't see it as much as I do, but I am your backpack.
Let me guess.
Oh.
They doubled their fortification requests. Again. To keep
her safe.
Huh.
A withdrawal could lead to a worse situation than the one that...
Okay, I'm better.
Once more, I must ask. How much time has passed?
Yeah.
They follow you. I follow you.
I bet you do. Caitlin does seem like a top.
Yeah.
But so does Vi. Like, I don't know how they were planning on making it work.
Maybe they'll just take turns.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're in the wrong place. Ugliest, goriest spectacle of your lives.
I love Jinx.
The wretched Stigma!
What?
A rising star with hideous mandibles
They're gonna be
and...
like this big.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure Jinx is like taking bugs and the scuttlebutt.
Handlers, release your beasts!
They're gonna be fighting like a Beyblade arena. Although they're painted like... Jinx has one of those little Warhammer painting stations with the...
Yeah.
Show some effort!
The book is like, what did you put on me?
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Oh,
You like it?
like mother, like daughter.
Oh, wow.
I didn't get to do much of this with my older sis. She was more into hitting things. Did Savika put you up to this?
Savika, the woman I've been calling Magpie for some reason. Don't know why.
I like it.
I think Jinx called her Magpie in a scene near Silco's chair. I do think that happened, and then I was like, oh, Magpie, sure. Oh my god, what is Elphaba's teacher in Wicked called? Something bad.
Yeah.
This is just Madame Morrible and that character.
Yeah. I can only remember Madame Morrible's name right now. I can't remember. Oh, Dr. Dillamond.
This is so Dr. Dillamond coded. Oh!
It is. It really is.
Yeah.
They have my daughter, Rictus.
Our moment will come, but you must be prepared.
Yeah, literally. Like, how long has Mel been kidnapped for?
I don't know. Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
And yet you refuse to hand her over!
Doesn't seem like she's hiding that much.
They're just bad at looking.
She's still mostly just spray painting things. Oh, it's not even Jinx. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was like, if it was Jinx, there would be casualties.
Yeah.
No body count, no theatrics.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we've made them desperate for something to believe in.
Yep.
Yeah, you did that.
I suppose I don't need to advise you on the hazards of professional entanglement.
Nor is that the advice you rushed here to provide.
Well done, Caitlin. Good comeback.
Arrests require cause.
What greater cause is there than returning peace to this city?
Not what you...
Why is peace always the justification for violence?
Girl, you're the commander of this shit.
Yes, but she literally put her there.
No, Caitlin... No. Caitlin wanted that on all her own.
It seemed
Caitlin
like a
opened the
surprise
vents
to
on
me.
people before they were working together.
Yeah, but I think authority changes people. And also time.
Has time passed?
They said it did.
Mm-hmm.
I keep hearing about this healer down in the fissures, way out on the fringes. They say he makes miracles happen.
I wonder who that could be. Magpie, my girl.
That wasn't you? The whole Undercity's buzzing, saying you're back. So I'm thinking...
Not your strong suit. You want a symbol?
Frodo of the Nine Fingers.
That's funny.
I gotta go bother someone.
That's what I think every time I'm like, where's my wife? I gotta go bother someone. Did Echo and Jace not come back at all from that machine? That wild rune?
Oh.
They're just gone.
Yeah, that's what they meant when they said they disappeared.
I just thought they were... I didn't realize that wild rune just made them go away. I thought they came back at the end of that.
Also, this vigil feels like an anniversary thing. Do you think it's maybe been a year?
Maybe?
That kid is gonna get in so much trouble.
Yeah. They're gonna do something real dumb.
That thing is...
Ah, fuck. Oh, girl, get out of there. Oh, shit.
Drop the blade!
Oh, no. Was that a wild rune? All right.
She came to the rally. Topside raided the place. Took everyone.
Oh, it's coming back. It's gonna be real bad.
I'll tell you a secret. We won't be staying long.
Oh, good.
My big mutated wolf is coming for me. Yeah, he is. Oh, no. Wow, she caught up quick.
Only leaves the fun option.
I'm gonna hate this, aren't I?
Literally me.
You expect me to believe Jinx, the master criminal, wears pants like that?
What's wrong with my pants? Ugh, I am Jinx!
All right. Oh, that's actually not a bad move. Okay. I love that she built herself a middle finger.
Yeah.
I gave her a choice between this and a swim in the harbor.
Literally.
That, yeah.
Yeah, that's just what happened. He looks like the Goblin King from The Hobbit.
God.
Would Jinx have any idea who that is?
Maybe if it's been a year.
I'm trying to think if they've ever, like, come across one another, but I don't think they have.
Yeah.
Whoa. Dark Knight Returns. We're doing a full-scale Prison Break.
Mm-hmm.
There might be more going on, but there is a barber who is still doing exemplary work in Zon. You know what I mean? Like, that's a hard color blue to get on all those different color textures of hair.
Maybe it's Kool-Aid. Her spidey senses are tingling.
Mm-hmm. Vi's got to be in one of these cells, right?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. But it's definitely
Daddy's coming. Oh, no. Oh, that's great. She's such a badass.
I know.
Terrible human being.
Yeah.
But, like, the aesthetics are on point.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You're late for Stinkma's great comeuppance.
Honestly, impressive that that wolf thing knows how to use an elevator. What the fuck? Jesus Christ.
You really are
Big fat hero.
That's a great shot.
Holy
I wonder if that wolf thing is like a playable character in League of Legends that they've just kind of adapted into this.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. Oh boy.
Smile.
Is that Vander? Is that Vander's corpse?
No, it's a wolf. We saw the wolf.
No, it's Vander!
What?
They took Vander's corpse because it was all hopped up on the shimmer shit. They took it in there and infused it with wolves. That is Vander!
What?
Wow. Vander's alive. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So is Vander alive and Silco is alive?
Silco's on live.
No, because I thought it like was weirdly implied that the guy that brought Vander, like
No,
the guy
that was
brought Vander.
Silco's scientist. But Silco's dead.
Yeah, okay.
Silco has to be dead because every fucking other character from season 1 is alive.
Yeah.
And if we keep doing this,
yeah,
I will be like,
yeah,
what are we doing? You know what I mean? For a series that is as violent as it is, characters survive crazy shit.
yeah. Wow, I am so thrown right now.
Yeah, that's wild.
I was like, no, it's a wolf. We literally saw the guy to go find the wolves.
I'm a little bit apprehensive about it.
Yeah?
I'm not sure this show needs more plot lines. With 5 episodes left.
I think it is the way that the writers are bringing Vi and Jinx back together.
Yeah, sure. And I hope that I hope we're wrapping it up in the next 5 episodes. But there's like 5 episodes left of the show,
Here's
and
the
it
thing.
just feels like it's
Jesus is in the basement, so Jesus can heal Vander.
Jesus can heal Vander.
Yeah. So
But,
we're good. We're fine.
We just there's so many plot lines now that like some of them only get like a one-off line in this episode. Jesus got a one-off line in this episode.
Yeah.
Jace, Echo, and Heimerdinger being fucking who knows where got a one-off line.
Mel also just like
Mel one-off line.
like how long have they
Is
been
Mel's
gone
mom
for?
alive?
No idea.
Vander might have killed her.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on, and I just
yeah.
I do hope that we're headed towards a good resolution for the show because
yeah,
we're not getting a season 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If this weren't the final season, I would be like, oh great, we're setting up things for the show to explore and get into all this stuff. It's only because it's like there's 5 more episodes that I'm like, oh, that's a massive new thing for us to go deal with. Like that to me could be the rest of the show.
Yeah, there's like a lot going on.
But we have to deal with the Civil War. We have to
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think that like
deal with the Black Lotus cult.
Yeah, I feel like I have loved enough of this show and really enjoyed the writing of it to like have faith that the writers like made these choices intentionally and have a plan to bring it all together. So I'm like,
I agree with you mostly, except that season 1 ended on a cliffhanger to me that didn't really work for me because it was too open-ended.
Yeah, but they can't end on a cliffhanger at the finale of the show.
I hope so.
That would be weird.
I don't know. Again, like this is not you're right. I'm being
I understand your concern, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, it is a lot. But I think like I think they got something up their sleeve.
I hope so. Right now it feels like we have to wrap up plots in like 5 different magic systems.
Yeah. It's been a little overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Like I feel
especially
like
because
I need
season 1 kept it so simple with just hex tech.
Season 1
and then season 2 is
more
like
simple, but at the same time I definitely have stuff where I was just kind of like, oh sure, yeah.
I just mean in terms of kinds of magic. It was kind of hex tech, and then there was like the shimmer weird like super juice that Silka was playing his trade in, right? And now it's just there's a lot of magics. I know I said that in the last episode, so I'm not gonna harp on it, but yeah, I like this. It was a little bit of a simpler episode, right? We arrested a bunch of people, they got out, but in that there's a lot going on. It is really, I think it's really not to make this political, but it is very interesting to experience this plot right now.
It is pretty poignant.
Given the context of what's going on in Gaza.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it is very... it's really hard not to see the parallels.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
I do... Because the show has been in the works for so long, I wonder what that process would have been like for them. Making season 2... Presumably most of the voice acting was done before October 7th.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Because they would have done the voiceover before the animating of it.
At least partially.
Yeah.
So it is like, can you imagine what the working on the show must have been like as the events of your show? And obviously the situation has been going on for years, right? Like this most probably like most violent and prevalent piece of this history.
Yeah.
Is ongoing and is a current part of our lives, and started up while the team behind the show was working on the show, and that just must have been a wild experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel man, I don't know. That's so tough. That is shit like that is hard to not let it affect you or influence. Obviously, I'm sure they had the story well laid out beforehand.
Yeah.
But still, like.
And probably all the scripts were written 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2 years, at least 2, right?
Yeah. But it does, make it like that little bit extra harder to watch.
Yeah.
But it is well done. And, like, never flippant or careless, right? With the themes that it is dealing with and that it is, like, wrestling with, right? Like, it's violent.
Yeah, I think that depending on how they wrap it up will really be important in terms of whether it is violent or gratuitous.
Sure, that's so fair.
I do think that there is the risk, given the way in which the plot is playing out right now, that this could be not glorifying, but what's the word I'm trying to find? It's
just like trauma porn.
Yeah, a little bit. And this episode verged on that a little bit to me. And
really?
Oh, just a bit. It didn't fully, right? And so I think that right now they're writing that line well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that in wrapping up the show in 5 episodes,
mm-hmm.
I think that if you put too neat a bow on it very quickly, it's either going to feel rushed, because the conflict at this point is so deep that how could you possibly heal any of these wounds with any speed, right? Other than having it be like, Jesus fixes it, which I don't think will be very satisfying for a show like this.
Well, but again, the speed is very loosey-goosey because I don't know how much time has passed, but it's been a significant chunk.
I mean speed in terms of, like, what we experience of these characters' lives.
All right.
Not necessarily the time that passes in the world. They could be, like, 20 years later. But if we don't see any of that work be put in by both sides to heal this rift, it'll feel hollow. From the audience's perspective. Like, I think a more realistic end for the show is that there's more of a breaking between Piltover and Zahn, and more of a, like, distancing where, you know, we're gonna let bygones be bygones, and we're gonna, you know, but we're gonna do our own thing. But you know, if there is sort of if the show has a happy ending, which I don't think it will. I think that I don't think it will, because I think it would be very hard to have any sort of a happy ending on the show.
Yeah.
I think that it is going to just sort of be a traumatic and sad ending. And how do you, like, land that ship without verging into trauma porn? I think that's going to be kind of...
Yeah. And what do you have to say
of it.
about it, right?
What was the point, right? If it's just these people oppressed or revolutionized against one another and it didn't work and everybody died and it's just, you know, what is the point in something like that? It's a question that I asked a lot during Attack on Titan reactions, where I was like, this is sad and emotionally moving, and it had all these pieces that were moving into place.
Yeah.
But, like, why were we doing it?
Well, what's the point?
And I'm not saying that I think that that's where Arcane is headed. I'm just saying that as we get closer to the series finale of this show, it seems just like too big a show for 2 seasons. And so I'm surprised we added this new plot line with having to, like, fix Vander now.
I thought there were 12 episodes.
No, there's 3.
3?
Yeah, there's 3 more next week.
3, so it's 6, only 9. 3 sets of 3.
Yeah, like season
For some
1.
reason, I thought it went for 4 weeks.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. Because now I'm like, have I miscalculated this whole time? I don't know why I thought that. But then, like, I don't know, having it... Because they keep calling it Act 1 and then Act 2, and so it'd be weird to have an Act 4, so I think it might just be, 9 episodes.
Maybe it's just 8. No, 8? It's 9. It's 9.
9. Okay.
Yeah, season 1 was 9, this is 9. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think that, like... this episode, I think I enjoyed the animation more than I enjoyed the storytelling.
Oh, okay.
I found the storytelling to be good. But again, like, simpler than I think this show has typically been. Of the season so far, this has been the simplest episode, right? They go to the revolt. Jinx and Magpie sneak into the prison really quickly, and they just get out rather easily.
Yeah.
It wasn't very complicated.
Yeah, for
sure. The
prison
prison has the worst security ever.
What do you mean?
Well, Jinx wears her guard outfit until the elevator, and then takes it off in the elevator, and then just, like, walks up to the cells and unlocks them.
Well, no, she literally knocks out the guards that are there, because they're just playing games.
Sure, but, like, it's not great security.
But that's, like, the trope, right? Is it the soldiers on guard?
I 100% agree with you. No. It is a trope. It's not complicated. It is as in the same way that I say, like, the plot of the first Star Wars movie is a little simple.
Yeah.
It's a little paint by numbers. I think that this show typically is more complicated narratively than this episode is, which felt more tropey than previous episodes.
Yeah. This episode's purpose was to introduce Vander.
Yeah, and again, like, that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, of the episodes we've watched of the season so far, this wasn't my favorite episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the first 3 episodes just plied a little bit more complicated stories out of it.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was just kind of, we got arrested, Jinx broke us out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, like, 5 minutes after we got arrested.
Yeah. And
now Vander's back. And so it's like, yeah, it's cool. It's fun. It's just not storytelling-wise the most interesting thing that this show has done.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not bad, though. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
I hold the show to a high standard because it's usually very good. And this was also good. It's just, you know, it's kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
They got in real easy. And then, you know.
Yeah.
That monster was able to hunt his blood across a cable car system.
Yeah.
somehow.
What do you mean?
I don't really... Like...
He was literally wiping his blood everywhere. It dripped on the floor.
Right. So it would have been in the cable car?
Yeah.
So it's like... Here's my thing. I can't think about this stuff too much. Right?
He literally had his Witcher senses. Like, we literally saw his vision.
Yeah.
He had Witcher sense trail following the blood.
So did the monster get... This is going to be so dumb, and people are going to be mad at me for trying to pick this apart. Did Vander... Let's call him Vander. Did Vander get in the cable car, kill those people... Oh, I guess it's Vander. He could use an elevator. Okay, no, you know what? It being, you know what? I'm thinking mid-episode, I was like, how is this wolf fucking getting here? But I guess if it is Vander, he might have enough intelligence to run the cable car after he kills everybody.
He spoke the word powder. So yeah, he's got to have some kind of...
Yeah, I take it back. You're right.
Cognitive abilities, whatever those may be.
Yeah, he seemed more feral than that. And so when the cable car was coming, I was like, how is that moving?
Right.
How did the elevator work? But he must just still have enough in him to be feral, but also, like, he gets... Okay. This is what the next episode should be. Is this episode, but more from Vander's POV, and we see him, like, get in the elevator as, like, Wolf Boy and get frustrated as his giant fingers are trying to press the elevator buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
A small part of me feels like the season is rushing a little bit, and I
will agree with that. It feels very like getting hit with a bus. Like there's a lot of information. Like this episode actually was slightly slower than I think the rest of them, which was nice. I actually think that was a good like midpoint for this, and also to be like time passed, even though we're not going to tell you how much. But yeah, like there's been so much that has happened in these first couple of episodes that it like I feel like out of breath, and like I'm like I feel like I need to watch these all again.
Yeah.
Because things move so quickly. Which I think is more of a, like, stylistic choice than, like, good versus bad. But yeah, honestly, like, on one hand, this episode was simpler, and I feel, like, a little lost as to the amount of time that has passed, but it also gave, I think, a moment of breath, which I've been needing.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's been relentless.
It really has. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in introducing things. And so I'm excited to see what the next couple episodes, what Act 2 does to set up what the finale of the show is going to be. I think that's my biggest thing right now is I'm like, I don't really get what a finale could be right now.
Yeah, I don't know how we wrap this up. I don't really know how everything is connected yet.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like big question marks, and I'm like, they're gonna have some work to do.
Yeah, so I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. This was fun. I feel like this post chat has been more negative than I wanted it to be. Or I hope it doesn't come off as negative. I'm just... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I loved this episode, actually.
Alright.
I think I liked it. But I have a lot of, like, big picture questions on what on the theme of this show right now. That I didn't have in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I understood the place of the characters in the world a little bit more in season 1. And now because they've been given so much power, they have to make... Season 1 is so much about these characters railing against the power structures that are kind of being imposed upon them. Right? Like, Caitlyn is struggling against her mother's power over her. Jace is struggling with the power of the university. Jinx is trying to figure out how she fits into the world of the underground with Silco. Mm-hmm. And in this, like, those characters have all just been given power over things that they don't actively want. Mm-hmm. Which sometimes I feel like isn't always, like, the strongest narrative choice if a bunch of characters don't want the power that they currently wield. Mm-hmm. It's like have one person do that, but like, and so in this case, it's a lot of characters right now who are the power structure. They are the power structure, and the show is spending time right now trying to get them to want to be a part of the plot.
What?
Like
the people who are in charge. How is Caitlyn not a part of the plot?
In this episode, most of the scenes with Caitlyn are her being like, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want. Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should we do nothing? Should we do more things? I don't know. And then it's like, okay, that's Caitlyn's plot for the episode. Is she's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I don't even know if I want to do this. End of last episode, she was like, we're going to fucking do this. And then this episode, she's like, I don't know if I want to. I don't actually feel like Caitlyn's like concern over the plot moved forward. But Caitlyn being like this actionable character kind of got rooted here.
Well, because her perspective has shifted because, again,
but we didn't see it shift because time, but that happened between episodes.
Yeah, no.
We don't get to experience the character experience that change.
Yeah.
I don't know why things have changed for her. Did something happen in the last inexplicable amount of time that she regrets?
She thought it wouldn't take as long.
So she's fine committing war crimes as long as they're effective, but ineffective war crimes, not for Caitlyn. I guess. I don't know. I do, like, Jinx spends half this episode being like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in charge. And it's like, but you are.
In charge.
And so now at the end of this episode, Jinx
She's not in charge of anything.
She is very much the messiah figure of these people.
Yeah, but she's not in charge of anything. People put expectations on her and view her in a certain way that puts up like a fake sense of maybe authority, but like that doesn't exist. It's not real.
Authority only exists if people give it to you. That is the singular way in which authority can exist in this world, is if it is hoisted upon you by others. You cannot have authority except at the will of the people.
Okay, but there's no thing to do. Like, there's no, like, structure. There is no, like, thing to be the authority of.
Right, but in the absence of that, Savika brought these people together, and their one thing was, where is Jinx? She is the person we're here for.
Yeah, and then what's she gonna do with that? Like, what's the point? Like, I don't...
Revolt, right? She's the leader of the revolution.
But they are revolting, so what would Jinx change?
I mean, they're revolting individually, but I think that the reason they show up at the statue is because they want Jinx to unite them in a revolution. They are looking for a symbol to be the Che Guevara of their revolution, right? The face, it's already the face they're painting on all the fucking walls. So they want a figurehead to be the...
Figurehead isn't power, though.
I mean, in most cases, I think it would be. I would argue the figurehead is usually the person who is... If you're the person uniting the factions, you're in charge. And they want to unite behind her more than she wants them to, right?
Yeah, I guess. I just don't know what it really changes for her. Like...
What do you mean?
Well, like, I don't know... Because I don't know how that plotline moves forward.
Her being the revolutionary leader? I mean, that's where we're going with this, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Right now we're going with saving Vander.
Right. But this is my point about, like, this whole episode was about Jinx getting involved. And then as soon as Jinx makes the decision to be involved and, like, do the revolutionary leader thing, boom. Right. Side quest. That is 100% my point of, like, is this too many plot lines?
Right.
I don't know that it is because I haven't seen the whole season, right?
Yeah.
I can't decide if it is until the end, and I see, like, how it all ties together.
Yeah, for sure.
But in the end of this episode, I thought the climax of this episode was going to be Jinx saying, I am a hero. And deciding to be a part of the motion of the rise up against Piltover, right? And to lead it and to be the uniting factor. I thought that line was the climax. And then they were like, Vander's alive. And I was like, oh God. Is that a hat on a hat for the end of this episode where Jinx does have the moment of deciding to be the leader, right? She does make that choice. I don't know yet. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
But you know, part of me was like, there's 5 episodes left.
Yeah.
How many episodes is it going to take to cure Vander of werewolfism?
1. It's Jesus.
Yeah.
They just need to find Jesus.
Yeah. And honestly, it could be as simple as that. I don't want this show to get that simple, though. I feel like season 1... It's tough. Season 1 set a high bar. It really did.
Yeah.
And I think the animation and the performances of season 2 live up to it. The storytelling, I won't know until we kind of finish at least Act 2, right?
Yeah.
Because I did think that Act 1 was on par with Act 2 of season 1.
Yeah, for sure.
And so,
right now we're only 1 episode into Act 2, and so it's very like, it's hard to kind of see where we're going.
It is a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we oh my god, we have to do with Mel and the Black Rose people. Where are Jace and Echo? How they've been gone long enough that a mural was painted.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's not like a week.
That's what I mean. It could have been a year.
I mean, it's long enough that they built up new barricades. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's so interesting.
That's what I mean. I don't know.
Well, we're going to keep watching it because it's very interesting.
Oh, yeah. No, like, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Like,
I don't know if enjoying's the word I would use, but yes, I agree with you.
Oh, well, I am.
I'm enjoyment is such an interesting phrase. Cause like, I think I do enjoy watching the show, but I don't feel good.
Sure.
And yeah. I typically like frame enjoyment with like good feelings.
Yeah.
But this is like, I'm enjoying this badly. It's an emotionally damaging show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Yeah, I'm really worried about that little girl. If you like the video, like, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess is...
The child who is still nameless?
I think her name's like... No, she has a name.
Yeah.
Ishin or something? She has a name. We'll know next episode.
Yeah.
We learned Savika this episode, so we'll learn that child's name next episode. If you want to follow us on the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
As always, do something nerdy tonight. Bye.